Greetings ladies and gentlemen, I'm GC Smith and welcome to a Magic the Gathering video. Today I want to talk about the Pro Tour Gauntlet for Pro Tour Eldritch Moon. However, for those of you who don't know what the Pro Tour Gauntlet is, I have talked about it before, but I'll just go over it quickly again. The Pro Tour Gauntlet was a thing that happens on Magic Online that they started doing after Pro Tour for the Gatewatch, I think it was, where the top X so many decks from the Pro Tour would go online on a special queue, where if you queue up and it costs 6 tickets or 60 play points, and at the beginning of the event, once the event's filled with 8 people, each person gets given a random one of the decks that are available to use. Now, it's a completely phantom event. You don't keep any of the cards afterwards, and the only prizes are in play points and a qualifying point for winning 3 matches. Now, that's pretty much how it goes down, and it will contain a few decks here and there. I think I've done this Pro Tour Gauntlet, and I think I did over the Gatewatch, but I don't think I did any of the Shadows of Innistrad Gauntlet. I wasn't really that interested, and I think the Vintage Cube, or one of the cubes, was out at the same time, so I was doing Cube if I was on Magic Online at all. Anyway, this Pro Tour Gauntlet is absolutely amazing, and I absolutely love it. You know, after Pro Tour Eldritch Moon, for the Gatewatch, I kind of had doubts that the Gauntlet would do very well. Like, after I did the Gauntlet there, I kind of doubts on it because of how sterile or stale the Pro Tour meta can be sometimes, or how oppressive it can be if every team breaks a certain deck and brings that deck exclusively. I think that version had like 3 different Eldrazi decks, which was kind of annoying to face time after time after time after time. But I just want to say that I've had so much fun playing the Gauntlet at the moment in Eldritch Moon, because the top decks are all so amazing and they're all competitive. I know a lot of people talk about Emrakul winning the format, but the reality is there was a lot of sweet decks at the Pro Tour that we just never saw much on camera, or maybe not on day 2. I didn't really watch much of day 1. I wasn't available to. But I was able to watch a bit more of day 2 and the top 8. And there were just a lot of sweet decks there. Yes, there was the Owen Turtonworld Teemo Emerge deck, which is one of the Gauntlet decks, but there's also the Black-White Control deck that won the event. You've got Bant Company, you've got Blue-Black Zombies, you've got Bug or Sultai Dredge. You've got a whole load of these decks, and I've played a different deck each time so far for going through the Gauntlet, and it's just so much fun, and I would definitely recommend it to you guys out there who really just want to play a little bit with one of these decks and you don't care which deck you get. Just go on Magic Online, buy 6 tickets, go through the event at least once. It's so amazing. And if you have any inkling of how standard decks work, or any basic understanding of how the decks work from watching at the Pro Tour, you're at a distinct advantage, because it seems a lot of players who play it have no idea how their decks work and will play things massively out of time. That's not to say I haven't made a few mistakes. I've made some major mistakes myself, such as wasting the Abolisher Bloodlines card in the Blue-Black Zombies, because I tried to madness it out but didn't leave at 3 black. I had the 3 black to do it. I had 4 black and a blue, but to just pay the mana to discard it to Crypt Breaker, I paid 2 black, not black and a blue like I should have. So I have made a few mistakes myself. Those kind of things happen, especially when you're trying to rush through the motions, try and keep up with your clock. But man, the Pro Tour Gauntlet is so fun, and I'm having a lot of fun right now actually. I'm recording this in between round 1 and round 2 of another Gauntlet, where I'm playing Black-White Control. I love control decks, and this control deck makes me so fuzzy, because it has so many angles of attack and answering. It's just amazing. Oh, it's so weird to be playing a control deck that feels like a control deck, but feels like it's an aggro deck at the same time, or a mid-range deck at the same time. It's just so sweet. I never played Abzan Control back in the day, which I guess would have been similar, except that deck didn't feel, for what I saw of it, it wouldn't have had as many avenues of attack as this one does. So yes, this is pretty much the video. I just wanted to do a quick video on the Pro Tour Gauntlet. I definitely recommend you all going out there and trying out the Eldritch Moon one. It's a great use of your time for a bit of fun. It doesn't have a huge EV in payouts. It's 60 points in, and you have to win 2 matches to get 60 points out. And if you win 3 matches, you only get 90 points out, so you only get 50% more than you paid in. But it's still such a great event to play around with these decks. For very little, especially a lot less than it would cost to build them. So yeah, thank you very much for watching, guys. Hope you've enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time.